I like a mad Chewy, because we're going to have a look at this last clip from Mr. Luxon. What he wants to do is get rid of dumb policies and policies that aren't working. That's what they want to get rid of.
Disband his government. Is that what you're promising me? That's going to calm me the fuck down.
Let's have a listen.
Okay, the Maori Health Authority gave an overhaul to the Hau Ora Maori scholarships earlier this year. What will happen to those scholarships if the Maori Health Authority is scrapped?
Well, they'll be ultimately looked at by Shane Retti as he gets his head around his new brief in healthcare.
But are they on the chopping block?
What I've said to you is any and every program is going to be reviewed by the previous government. There are a lot of programs to make sure that it's working. If it's working, if it's delivering better health outcomes for the communities that it's supporting, then it will continue. If not, it won't.
So you'll look at those. You're examining the Māori and Pacific admissions scheme. So where are we heading with this?
In what way?
In terms of, can people rely on
and are you driving us into the ground economically and socially in that way?
Actually having these kind of scholarship programs in place?
If they're working. But what we're just saying, like as I have said to you before the election, every government policy, every government program, the dumb stuff needs to be stopped. The things that aren't working and getting results will be stopped. Things that actually are working incredibly well, we want to put more money behind and make sure we get.
Okay, now Chewy, the things that are working, we want to put money behind and get more of. Right? This is where you're going to lose your cool. You ready?
Yep.
Clean car cash, the clean car discount. Is that working? Is that net flow positive? Or is that a dumb idea that's not working?
Because according to check his garage.
According to what he's saying right now, we are one of the top 3 countries in the world for uptake of EV cars. It's a policy that's not dumb. It is working. It is giving results, and it's no longer costing money. My understanding, Chewy, correct me if I'm wrong, that it's our net flow positive, yet they're cancelling it. So what are you talking about? It sounds like what you're talking about is you've got some backers who kind of wanted to get rid of that particular one, and you've gotten rid of it. Now, there's more of this clip to play, Chewy, but if you want to jump in before that, you're more than welcome.
This is where I mentioned that I now have to pay a $5 prescription fee for my blood pressure medication.
Let's give you a small break then, because there's one other thing from this conversation that I really want to get to, and it's what he said about the Māori Health Authority left me dumbfounded.
Get better results with.
So if
that's just part of that process.
So if they're not working and you get rid of them, what happens then?
Well, if they're not working, they're not working.
Yeah, but
so we would want to get rid of them, wouldn't we?
Yes,
by definition.
Potentially, but you'd also
not potentially. If they're not working, you'd want to stop them, right?
Potentially, but you would want to make sure that they will replace with something to continue to encourage Māori and Pacific doctors into the sector. As you
might well be, yes, but until we understand what that review is and what the outcomes are and what's being delivered and what's not being delivered, we want to home grow more doctors in New Zealand. We want to home grow more Māori and Pacific doctors in New Zealand.
He's doing
we
it
want
again.
to make sure that actually they're delivering for those communities.
He's playing both sides.
What does it say, though, in a world where we desperately need Māori and Pacifica doctors, more of them? Reports since the 1980s have been saying that. What does it say that your government has deemed the Maori Health Authority unnecessary?
Well, we just don't think it works. It's not delivering improved outcomes for Māori. That's the issue. You and I may disagree on that, but you have to get really real about outcomes in this country, because you can't just go form things. And the first review of the Maori Health Authority is pretty abysmal if you go read the full report, to say it hasn't delivered very well at all in terms of planning, in terms of governance at all, a year down the road. And equally what we're saying is in every Maori health outcome went backwards under this last Labour government. We care about Māori. We want Māori to do incredibly well in this country. The means by which we deliver improved outcomes may be different from how you might like us to do it or how our previous government did it, but we are determined to get improved outcomes for Māori. At the end of the day, what do Māori want? Māori have gone backwards economically. The higher victims of crime in this country. If you look at Māori education results, healthcare results.
So what I want to get to, we're going to fade him down. I've had enough of him. What I want to get to is the statement, a year down the line. Māori Health Authority, a year down the line. Now, if you accept, and maybe this will always be a hurdle from the right, if you accept, and I would just say, look at all the social stats, look at all the health stats, that there is a systemic issue in New Zealand to do with Māori and health, you think you're going to get the results you want to see, quote, a year down the line. They've given it a year and they've gone, no, not going to work. Goodbye. a year down the line, Chewy. That's what they gave it. And they thought, can't see enough of a positive result, systemic issue, it's gone. That's the bit I think not many other people have talked about this, but that's the bit from that conversation that shocks me most of all.
We're just seeing more of the same theme. I feel like I'm going to be banging this drum for a while, Pat. You know, of course we want to see more Māori and Pacific Island doctors. What sort of monster would say that we don't want to see more Māori and Pacific Island doctors? We're not going to do anything to encourage it. We're not going to even try to redress any of the systemic imbalances with those people getting to the stage of university medical study. No, but we want them. We're just not going to do anything about it. It is the Luxon two-step. I've got a buck each side. I'm going to say the nice fluffy thing that everybody expects me to say, and then I'm going to shit on it. It is standard stuff from him now. And if we're going to go, oh, what's happening with these scholarships now that you're shit-canning the Maori Health Authority? Well, the answer there, Maddie, I'm not going to say it out loud, but if you look at what we've been doing, you'll see the answer. It's the fucking flow chart. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put money into the things that are working, which is European supremacy. It is people that have already received everything that our unbalanced society has given. So we're going to have more rich white doctors because that'll keep my golf course and my country club the nice shade that I enjoy. Look, if he doesn't want to get called the big nasty R word, he needs to stop doing the things that a big nasty R word would do.